we want to talk about bulkheaded versus non-bulkheaded loads. So here's an example of a non-bulkheaded load. The reason it may not be bulkheaded is weight distribution of the load. But in this case, if you have a non-bulkheaded load, you need 2 securement straps in the first 10 feet and 1 strap every 10 feet thereafter, or a fraction thereof. So when they talk about a fraction thereof, this is a point where you could get tripped up. So if it's 44 feet, you would need 4 straps plus 1 strap for the last 4 feet. So when they say fraction thereof, if it's if it's an even amount, so it's 30 foot load, 20 foot, you could get away with 2 or 3 straps. But if it's a fraction thereof, if it's 33 feet, you would need 4 straps. If it's 44 feet, you would need 5 straps as an example. The other thing to take into consideration is length. So that's a weight and length formula. So when we talk about the weight formula, we want to consider the weight of the load as well as the length. So in other words, if you have a 40,000 pound load, you need enough cargo securement to meet the requirement for 50% of the gross weight of the load plus the length. Okay, the next thing we want to discuss is a bulkheaded load. So if this load was bulkheaded, you only need 1 strap for every 10 feet of cargo or fraction thereof. The reason for that is if this freight is up against the bulkhead and you're applying the brakes, the forward inertia of the load is stabilized by the bulkhead. In other words, it can't start moving or sliding forward, versus having a gap in the load, which potentially could allow this load to slide forward and slam into the bulkhead or actually come off the trail. One other thing that I'd like to talk about is forward motion of the load, the amount of cargo control that's needed to restrain the load. So there's a slight difference in the formula. The forward inertia, the 80% of the gross weight of the cargo weight is based on braking strength, not work and load limit, where your lateral, vertical, and rearward force are all based on work and load limit. The forward inertia is based on the braking strength of the cargo control, which is 3 times the work and load limit. If you have a 4-inch wedge strap, you have a working load limit of 5,400 pounds. If this load grossed out at 40,000 pounds, you would take 50% of that 40,000, which is 20,000, divided by the working load limit of your cargo control, and that would help you determine the formula for the right amount of cargo control to meet the requirements for lateral force.